Hello everybody. In the third lecture, we have seen about the two types of data, primary data and secondary data. Then there are other two types of data which are qualitative data and quantitative data. Qualitative data and quantitative data are the data which generally classified due to their characteristics. As we have seen in types of variables, there are two types of variables: ranked variables and attribute. So the same case happens in the case of qualitative data and quantitative data. Qualitative data is a somewhat type of attributes. Means generally in the in case of qualitative data, some characters means characters are discussed in case of qualitative data, and in case of quantitative data, numbers are discussed. Means quantitative data, you can express quantitative data in only in the form of number, like in case of ranked variable. So what is the difference between variable and data? So data is a set of information, and variable is only talking about the single property. And we can also say that it is data. It is the collection of many variables. Okay, so don't confuse in between that. But the as the types of variables means as variables classified as a ranked variable and attributes. So just same characters applied here in case of qualitative data and quantitative data. So here let us see about the qualitative data. Process to arrange and present primary data in systematic way is called classification of data. Okay, data may be classified following way according to attributes or quality. Okay, example, if a species of plant in a forest is to be classified in one attributes like big trees, small trees, like this. So we have classified trees on the basis of two attributes, big and small. Then let us see about the quantitative data. Quantitative data is all to do with number or statistics. This type of data is designed to collect the lot of it and then analyze so that the conclusion can be drawn. In second point, quantitative data is a numerical measurement expressed not by means of natural language description but rather in terms of numbers. For example, molecular length. We cannot say the length of that molecule is very good. It's very bluish in color. We can only express the length of molecule only in a number form, means only in a numerical property. Then number of fruits on a tree. So when we talk about the color of fruits on a tree, then it goes to the again in the form of qualitative data, because on the basis of ripening character, the fruit may be there are two chances of fruit color. If it is unripe, then it is green in color. If it is ripen, then it will be yellow in color. Okay, for example, in case of mango, before ripening it is green in color, and after ripening it converts to the yellow color. Okay, so like this, you can express the qualitative data. Then let's go towards the preparation of frequency distribution table. So what is mean by frequency according to you? In simple language, frequency means uh, the tendency or the possibility of things, of a particular things which comes again and again in the data. It is called as frequency. Okay, then let us see. Quantitative data is grouped or classified and presented in a form of frequency distribution table. The frequency distribution table present the quantitative data very concisely, means expressing much in few words, indicating the number of representation and observations. Here is the definition of frequency. Frequency means count of an attribute in the number of times a character or attribute has appeared in the data collected. For example, you have selected some characters, means tall, dwarf. Tall is one attribute, dwarf is another attribute. So you have to select how much time the tall character appears and how much time the dwarf character appear. And the after, and if suppose you have collected raw data of tall and dwarf characters. Okay, then but for the understanding purpose you have to create the frequency distribution table. After arranging the table, you have clearly understood, means you can deal with the data, and you can clearly by arranging the data in two columns, tall and dwarf, and putting that, after putting the readings of that particular two attributes, then you can easily understand which frequency or which attributes frequency comes most of the times in the data. Okay, so here frequency means count of an attribute in the number of times a character or attribute has appeared in the data collected. Okay, let us see. For your understanding purpose, I have prepared here arrangement of frequency of variable and their presentation in a defined view is called frequency table. Here, number of pods. So number of pods is a variable, and number of plants is a frequency. So here, uh, suppose uh, this is a 15 is a number of pods. Okay, so this is a ranked type of variable. So 15, this number is appeared how much times? So it occurs only about the one plant. So this number found in case of only one plant. Okay, then 16. So 16 pods found on only two plants. Then 17 pods found on only one plants. So like this. So you can clearly observe here the in case of frequency column, the 2 number comes again and again and again and again. So like this. Then scope, application and uses of biostatistics. So this is the last point of this chapter. So we have seen about the term what is computational botany, why we studied statistics, biostatistics in botany. Then what is the definition of biostatistics? Biostatistics is also called as biometry. In previous syllabus, in our syllabus, this subject was named as biometry and computer application. The subject is same, but the name different here. Then after that, what is population? What is sample? Then what is the what is variable? What is mean by data? Types of data, primary data. According to the types of collection, it is called as primary data and secondary data. Their advantages and disadvantages. According to the type, it is also called as quantitative data and qualitative data. Then in the after that, we have seen for the collection of data, the one thing is appeared means the things which is appeared continuously or repeatedly, that things we called as frequency. And to arrange coincidentally means to understand the distribution of data, we have to arrange that data in the form of table, and the table is called as frequency distribution table. And finally, the scope, application and uses of biostatistics. Uh, in case of scope, there are vast scope of biostatistics in botany also, in all over life science field also, and not only life science field. In case of in case of every each and every subject, there is a scope, application and uses of biostatistics.